Hey everybody, Justin from Argonaut here with Abby from Town Branch / Pearse Lyons. Here to kind of talk about the Irish whiskey that you guys make. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Excited to be here in Denver, Colorado.
I love your Irish accent, by the way.
I know, it's really good. It's really good. I've been practicing. So yeah, thank you for having us.
Of course.
Excited to be talking to you all about our spirits portfolio from the Pearse Lyons Distillery. These are all made over in Dublin, Ireland.
Cool.
At our historic facility that's right in the heart of St. James Gate.
Great.
Just in time for St. Patrick's Day as well.
We're excited about it. Let's start off with, we're starting with the Hey Penny.
Yes. Cheers. Yeah.
Let's launch it.
So from Pearse Lyons Distillery, they craft 3 unique brands. You've got the Hey Penny lineup, which includes the 4-cask Irish whiskey, as well as a couple other gins. You've got our Pearse brands, which are all age-stated Irish whiskeys, pot distilled. And then you've also got our meal spirits, which mostly we keep over in Europe. So Today we'll kind of focus on these 2 core brands, with the first one, of course, being the Hey Penny 4-cask.
Right. This is delicious. It's really light and sweet, a little appley.
Yeah, this one is kind of unique. So 4 casks, so aged in Town Branch bourbon barrels.
Okay.
So barrels that come from our distillery here in the U.S. We've also got port, sherry, which lend a little bit of sweetness to it, and then you've got a double char barrel in there as well.
Yeah, and it's really, really flavorful and complex, especially considering it's only like $33 on the shelf.
Great value, something that you can definitely sip neat, you can mix in a cocktail. Really just a fun spirit that was crafted with the American palate in mind. We wanted to create something that would be geared towards the American whiskey enthusiast.
Sure.
So made with a wheated mash bill, which is unique.
Right.
Typically you see corn and of course malted barley. So this one was kind of a fun project for our team over there, and is named after the iconic Hey Penny Bridge, which is found just right down the road in Dublin.
So how did the partnership between Town Branch and these guys start?
Yeah, absolutely. So both of the properties were founded by Pearse Lyons Distillery, by Pearse Lyons. He immigrated actually over to the U.S. in the 90s, came over during the fuel crisis to kind of help out with ethanol distillation. He started up Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company, which is we're part of, is Town Branch.
Yeah.
So he started that in 1999. We started distilling in 2008 over in the US. And then shortly after that, he started distilling over in Ireland in 2012.
Oh, okay.
So the Pearse Lyons Distillery was the 6th distillery in Dublin, Ireland in modern day history.
That's cool. Now, for those of you that haven't been to Town Branch, the distillery in Lexington, Kentucky, it's a gorgeous facility. The beer's great, but the whiskey facility, the pot stills there, they're beautiful.
Yeah. So something fun that Pearse did. So the stills that are here in the U.S. are imported from Scotland. They're dual copper pot stills, very, very beautiful. Over in Ireland, they actually have double column still, or they have a column still and a pot still that were actually imported from Vendome in Louisville, Kentucky. Nice. So kind of a fun piece of the Kentucky history going over there to Ireland.
That's pretty cool. Let's go to the next Pearse Lyons.
Absolutely. And one thing to note about Pearse too, so he's the only person in the world who's been recognized by the Kentucky Distillers Association and added to the Hall of Fame, as well as the Irish Distillers Association Hall of Fame. So it's a unique award that he won from both of those. And the 5-year that we're moving to from the Pearse lineup, it's going to be a blended Irish whiskey. Made on the pot stills. It does contain our own distillate. So we're one of the few distilleries, modern distilleries, that have our own distillate in every single brand that we blend, including our 12-year Pearse that we're going to get to later on.
You get a lot more chocolate on this, and it's much more viscous mouthfeel.
Absolutely. And this one, it almost drinks like it doesn't go too far into that kind of smoky Scotch,
But it has some smoke to it.
It does have some smoke to it for sure. It makes a really great smoked old fashioned.
I bet. Are they doing anything to the grain to make it smoky, or is it just?
It's from the different casks that it's aged in.
Gotcha.
Yep. All of the grain that's used for these, though, is all farmed and made on our own property. That's just 25 kilometers right down the road from the distillery. So close by, and part of the ongoing sustainability efforts that team is doing over there.
All right, let's start on the next one.
So I would say the 7-year is probably our most popular Irish whiskey here in the U.S. Blended Irish whiskey, of course, distilled on the pot stills, but a little bit of those kind of sweeter notes in there. Aged 7 years.
It is a much more traditional Irish mouthfeel.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the barrels that we use to age this whiskey are going to be ex-town branch barrels, but we also use some of our own beer barrels. So we produce the Kentucky barrel aged beer lineup, and it uses one of those brands as well. So you get this really unique life cycle with these barrels that are bourbon first, then beer, then over to Ireland to make Irish whiskey, and that lifespan ends up being 10, 15, 20 years.
That's pretty cool. That's a little more buttery. I don't get the smoke as much on this one, but it's really great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now on to the 12.
On to the 12.
This one's a true malted barley or malt whiskey, right?
Yes, true malted whiskey made from 100% malted barley, aged in used town branch bourbon barrels. Like I said, this year actually marks the first year that we're using our own distillate in the blend.
This one's interesting because I'm getting a lot more of the apple that I did on the first one, but with the complexity of the oak and just fuller feeling.
Yeah, I think that one, the actual notes from the grain themselves really kind of shine through, and you get some of those apples and the orchard fruit in there. A little bit of that like grassy kind of earthy note that you often associate with Irish whiskey.
Well, and this, again, these are all affordable. We're only going up to about $60 on this $12 or 12-year-old whiskey.
Yeah.
And it's delicious. This is my favorite of the four. I mean, they're all great, but this one's my favorite.
Yeah, I tend to lean towards this one as well. If I'm just going to be sipping something neat and I want something that's just, really smooth and really easy, this is a great one to go towards.
Well, I really appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, let's do Thanksgiving. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Sláinte.
Sláinte. Cheers.